Hey, welcome to my channel, The Ivy's Grove, and I am Kelly, and welcome to my channel, and it's been a minute. Um, so I'm gonna give you guys an update and sharing some stuff that I've got the last couple months. so, um, so yeah, we did a major move from Connecticut to here to Virginia. We are renting a house. We have downsized from our house that we sold to a lot smaller. We're still finagling of where to put what. I have a box or two. I have one box that's going to be going to the Goodwill. Probably another box I'm going to get ready for Goodwill stuff. Just stuff that's just been sitting for the past like 4 or 5 years while we were living in Connecticut. Then I know we're just not going to use here. Um, and my craft room has gotten a lot smaller, but I'm not going, but the stuff that I have for my craft, as in my spiritual craft, as well as my other crafts, um, I've, I've downsized here and there um, during the pandemic and shortly after the pandemic when things started to reopen again. So I don't need to downsize in my new craft room. That will be, that walkthrough is going to be coming anywhere from November. I'm hoping November because I'm still trying to I'm still like unpacking my craft room and trying to figure out where to put what. But I don't have to worry about getting rid of stuff. I just have to be more creative on how to put stuff. So, what else? While we sold the house and we were getting ready to start, I started to pack it up. We didn't use, because my husband retired from the army is willing to move us one last time. So when my husband called I forgot the name of it. Been in the lifestyle for 20 years. I still can't remember the certain military phrases. But my husband would call to a person who is in charge of that, and they said they were pretty much booked because we were moving in the summer. That is like the season to move is in the summer, which is understandable because if you have kids, you, uh, for the most part, you want to try to um, work it so your kids ain't missing school. Now, being in the army, sometimes it doesn't happen a lot. But with us, because we were getting out, my husband was getting out in the spring. We stayed till our daughters were out of school. So we couldn't get a truck through them. My husband looked at U-Hauls. They were a little bit more expensive, but also they were pretty much almost booked. And we had to do something different, which was called pods. So we had 3 pods, pack up everything. Each, we had 3 pods. One came in, we packed everything. We had a couple days to pack it up. They came by, picked picked up one. The next one came the next day. After a couple days, picked it up, what have you. And same thing, it's kind of the same thing when they brought it here, but they brought all 3 of them here. So we had to go almost 2 weeks to unpack everything. At least get the stuff out of the pods. And the last pod, I was supposed to pick up on a Wednesday. We got everything out of there by Monday. So we didn't have to worry. We were washing on Tuesday. So, and my husband started community college last week. I'm going to be putting in my name for jobs this week. Now it's been a couple weeks, just mostly unpacking mostly. And the surprise we got was, as we were still in Connecticut, my husband put his names, he ordered the pods, what have you. I looked into this area of the schools that we were going to have my daughters go to in the town that we're living in. And we had a bit of a shock when we realized that school started the beginning of August. There was one or two towns that I thought we were going to move to. There was a community college that my husband was going to go to, but he decided not to. He decided to go to the other one in the different town that we're in now. But one town started on August 8th. The other one started August 9th. The one here started August 11th. By the time we got here, we had a week to get everything done, to get our two girls in school. The plus side is they will be out in May. So, um, yeah, that was very interesting. So it's it's not getting dark. There's still some light. So I'm going to show you guys a couple things I've got. A couple things I got for my birthday, for my husband. Something I bought for myself. On my birthday month, I always buy something for myself on my birthday month. And a couple things I got shortly after we got here, about a couple days ago. So we will start out with my birthday month that I got. I usually grab something like for my pad. It could be an oracle deck, a tarot deck, a book, a crystal, whatever. So I've been eyeing on this oracle deck for a while, and I snatched it up. I'm very happy with it. It's called the Star Dragon Oracle Deck, Oracle cards, a little Scarabeo. And when you think of dragons, this is it. These are the backs. And I'm going to show you, this is one of my favorites. There's a bit of a glare, I apologize. Let's see if I can find another one. There's a couple others that are like, what I find interesting is that each one has a star constellation for each dragon. I think what I will do is maybe in a couple days, maybe do a little walkthrough. Hopefully I can. Yeah, this one's perfect. So see this? You notice the star constellation right there. Each dragon has a star constellation. And I'm not going to do a walkthrough, just a little quick little look. Then I went to Michael's. There's two different stores. There's one that's like 15 minutes from my house and another one about a half an hour from my house. And I don't know if you can see this. They look black, but they're actually like a very dark blue with like an indigo of tea light candles, which I think is cool. I'm hoping to find another Michael's and hopefully snatch another package of these or two for this type of shade of blue, because they're very hard to find, especially in tea light. They're hard to find it anyway, unless you go to Etsy. Next thing I got from Michael's is this. They had a couple other ones too, but I really like this one. It's brain juice, 100% organic. What my husband got me for my birthday, is Bridget's Light by edited by Carol Crow and Laura Lorelei, forward by Judith Ilks, author of Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells. This is a really good book. This is a book on Bridget from different other people who work with Bridget. You have Edwin Avalon, Bridget as a water goddess. The Birch Wheel by Donna Goulard. I really like how others in our path how they work with Bridget. There's recipes based on her. Bridget's Cloak by Jamie Della. Rosemary Drop Biscuits by Kelly Jo Carroll. Yeah. So there's a lot of people that did this. Then the other book that my husband got me, which I am very excited about, is called The Path of the Elemental Witchcraft by Sally Crow. A Wired Woman's Book of Shadows. It's very thick. Bridget's pretty thick too, but you get a general idea. And it's a book from a witch. Sally Crow is a witch, druid, and natural psychic medium who weaves the traditions of her Irish traveler and Blackfoot heritage with modern magical techniques. With more than 30 years of professional experience in the psychic arts as a spirit channel and seer, she offers readings for individual groups and teaches workshops throughout the United States and internationally. She lives in the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. And it's the 4 elements. She has, like for Water Witch, you have communication. So the Undines, water altars, sacred water from the earth, the purple mist, connecting with Willoughby, transmission through seclusions. You have the divinations. You have the healing of the water, protections, and glamour. You have Earth Witch, again, communication, divination, geomancy, healing, protection. Air Witch, communication, divination, astral navigation, healing, enchantment. You get the Fire Witch, communication, divination, healing, transformation, and sex magic. I am just starting on Air Witch. So, and there is a total of, including the index, there's 545 pages. So it's a chunko. But it's really good. Each one, she gives out a little story of her own, and there's a spell work or a recipe, for each. It's pretty much a little bit of her Book of Shadows. She took her Book of Shadows and she didn't do all of it. She took each sections and, gave it. And I haven't looked of any of the, any of the stuff yet, or exercises yet, because I'm still reading it. So I just started Air. Speaking of Air, today I got 2 books that I ordered the other day. It was supposed to come in the mail tomorrow, but instead it was today, and I'm really excited. Both of these are from the same author. I got Air Magic by Astria Taylor. And then by Astria Taylor is Intuitive Witchcraft. I got these 2 today. And I'm really excited to read these as well. I also got myself, before we moved, a Herbal Magic 2023. There we go. Planner. It starts in July of this year. I didn't write anything. I'm hoping to write something starting maybe September for Mapon. This is going to be mostly for writing out certain recipes, like oil recipes, what I'm going to make, dates, what have you, as well as moon phases, as well as hopefully to write down like dates of when to record and post. It's getting dark pretty good. Then from Michaels, I forgot this one little thing. I don't know if you can see it. It is a little cornucopia that you can put on your altar. I think it's adorable. I saw it and I snatched it. 40% off. It got dark real quick. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. I think you were able to. I got this plate yesterday or the day before. I think it was Friday. Went to a antique store. It's called the Antique Mall here. And I got this plate and I painted it this nice like water blue. And I got plans for this, so yeah. Yeah, so I'm doing pretty good. Just a little update. And it got dark pretty quick. So, and one of my foot is falling asleep. So, I gotta move it. Oh, anyway. So, I hope you like my little update. It's getting dark. You can probably barely see my face, and I will let you guys go. Blessings. And I will say I am so tired of this heat. Yes, I moved down to Virginia. We have lived in Virginia before. So I know about it gets warmer here, but everywhere in the world, in the United States as well as the world, the heat is just, the humidity and the heat was just horrible this year. So I can probably, I'm not the type of person who speaks for everybody, but this one of those rare opportunities where I am speaking for everybody. I think we are all sick and tired of this humidity. We are so sick and tired of this heat, and we are so looking forward for the break and have a nice fall weather before the cold of winter. So we're almost there. It's so close. I think August is doing this one more hurrah before it breaks. And before we know it, it's going to be Mabon. So, like you guys, love you guys. Mwah. I will see you, talk to you soon. Blessings, and good night.